Good morning, my stamping friends. It's Diane Evans with stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if you're joining me on YouTube, make sure that you do subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you're joining me on Facebook and you haven't actually given permission to StreamYard to say who you are, make sure that you do drop by, say hello, and then also make sure that you state who you are so that I know who's leaving comments and everything else. So normally I do my card sketch every Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. But because of a virtual catalog launch yesterday, I decided that what I was going to do was I was going to do the card sketch today. Now, I meant to actually do it a little bit later with it being on a Sunday, but really between Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, it's gotten to the point where we can't really do too much still here in Canada, at least. So that I thought, I'll just go and I'll carry on and I'll do my card sketch on Sunday. So we are on card sketch number 88. And this one is very simple. I have to honestly say it's almost like I cheated. And but I'm going to show you something else that you may not have even missed, or you might have totally missed in the catalog. We're going to be playing with the rainbows and sunshine. So let me just jump on down, right down to my desktop. So this is the card sketch. Like I say, it's card sketch number 88. Regular card base, because I usually always do regular card bases. And then we have an image that goes in this area. And then we have these, like there's one layer here. And then we have these rectangles. And I have the measurements for the rectangles. These are all going to post onto my page and onto my groups and all that sort of stuff. So you'll be able to get the measurements, but I'll tell you something. Like I say, I kind of cheated when I did this. Have you noticed this? Picture this dies in the annual catalog. Well, I just cut this out, and then that's what these dies are. But you don't need to have this in order to do this sketch because all the measurements are there. So let me bring in my supplies. We are going to be using the Rainbow of Happiness bundle. I'm using basically this one here. I might use something there. I'm not sure. But anyways, we're going to be using that. And these dies are amazing. The paper that you can get with a level 1 host set, and I apologize for the people down in Australia. I really do. I'm going to show you something, but I know that there's good news coming for the people down in Australia. But anyways, there's this beautiful designer series paper. This cuts out those dies. This one has a punch that you can punch out to as well. So it's just such a pretty lot of paper. So this, like I say, is a sketch, and using that picture this dies. So I'm going to show you what I kind of did with this. So I'm going to have Bermuda Bay and Daffodil Delight just add to more happiness for me. This is amazing, like I say, amazing paper. You can do some different things. Like I say, this is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So let me just go in. Got a glue dot on here. And it's scored at 4 1/4. Let's fold into the mountain. And then let's just do this. Good morning. All right. So there's a couple of ways that I can do this. Like I say, I've got this like this. I could just put it on there like that. Or I could put this like this. That's kind of cool. And then have my pieces that came out of there and put those in there. I don't know. I was thinking this was the way I was thinking of doing it, is turning around and then putting my pieces in there. What do you think? I think I'm going to do it this way because I really like this yellow. So what I want to do when I'm doing this is I want to make sure that see what I could do with this piece now that I cut it out. That's the second card, right? So I'll go ahead and I can make a second card that way too. So I want to pop this up. So I'm going to come in with my dimensionals. Now this one might be good. I am actually using, I am using these foam adhesive sheets. They have the strips, like the strips, but they're a bit higher than what a dimensional is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. And I'm going to come in with my little trimmer. And what I want to do is I'm just going to cut off some pieces off this. So I don't want real wide. So I'm just cutting off some strips so that I've got some dimensionals. I've used quite a bit of the sides of my dimensionals, so I'm just going to use this adhesive sheets. We'll see how that works for there. So I'm going to put that along there. Like I say, the strips are a little bit higher, and I didn't want them to be that high. So that's why I'm using these sheets instead. So let's just say. Also in this picture, they have circles too, which are kind of cool as well. So we'll just put this, just maybe cut this one in half. I don't know where my paper snips went to. Oh, here we go. So just cut this one in half, and then I've got this going here. And the other thing is I can put them in between. Now this frame also makes excellent like a first shaker card as well. But I want to show you this. Like I say, this is kind of letting me cheat for this particular one. But like I said, you can turn around and just cut out the same size dimensionals, or I mean the same size shapes, the rectangles, and you will be just fine. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put that onto the card. Like I say, this frame would be really cute too. Yeah, this is this suite never really sat with me. It wasn't one that I thought, oh, I've got to have that suite. But I tell you, the more I play with it, the more I like it. All right, so is that on there straight? Not quite. I got to get on my tippy toes. My desk rises up, so consequently what happens is I can't see directly down on there. All right, so like I say, you could turn around with this sketch. You could turn around and just cut these pieces out. But I'm just making this part so much easier. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to glue that part down. Just like so. And like I say, it's the exact opposite of what you would normally do is you would put this on top, right? So let's put that one down there. And just put that there. And then I also went and I cut a white strip out, and we're going to put the strip there. So what I want to do is I want to go and I want to stamp. And in this stamp set, it has You Make Me Happy. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to use it with my Bermuda Bay. Oops. Got a mess going for me over here. All right. Yeah, these two colors, I love Bermuda Bay and Daffodil Delight together. I think we've already had such a harsh winter that all we're doing is trying to push, we're trying to push for spring, an early spring. So I'm actually going to put, oh, I got a bit of a halo there. I'm just going to put this down at the bottom. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that into there. All right. So also on my inside of my card, I can put something else on my inside of my card as well. This one, You Make Me Happy. I'll figure out what I'm going to put on the inside. So this is going to go down there. So I'll just go ahead and put that down on there. Thank you for sharing. I really do appreciate that. You can share from your own Facebook, right from the my Facebook page. You can share right there. All right. So now we want to put the image that's on there, right? So the image that's right there. So I went ahead and on this designer series paper, you can cut this out. So I cut that out with the die. And I wonder where I put that. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to take this template and I'm just going to cut a template because I don't want it to be just directly on there. I want it to be on something. You know, I can't cut it with the dies, unfortunately. So I'm just going to come in with my pencil. And I can trim this off after if it doesn't work. And let's just trim that. So I hope you're going to get some crafting done today. I've got lots that I've got to get done. I've already done a video already this morning, so that's all good. All right. So normally I would take the piece that I had cut out here, and I would use that as the template. But I see I don't have that over with me. So let's see if I can put this on here. Now, I have cut this out with those adhesive sheets. Like I say, I cut the strips down there. I've done this. You can do some fantastic shaker cards with this stuff. I really like it because it's making my own dimensionals, right? You know what? I'm going to put this onto a silicone mat because otherwise I could get where it could stick. So let me just put that there. There we go. Let's take the second piece off. You can also use this part too. Now, because I haven't got my template, I'm just going to have to wing this. And then we'll do the Granny Apple Green. Beautiful colors. Bermuda Bay and Granny Apple Green go so nice together. All right, so let's just put that there. And then our Bermuda Bay. Like I say, I've just started playing with this. And like I say, if you spend in Canada, if you spend $60, you can get a level 1, which means that you could get that designer series paper, which is so much fun to play with. I'm just going to trim this down. But you'll see why I couldn't put it directly onto the card, because where I'm going to put this is right here, just like that. And you know what? I should have put some stamps because I've got that halo. This has like rainbow drops in there. So I'm actually going to go in. This is an afterthought, and I'm probably going to pay for it by wanting to do this. Anyways, I'm going to come in and let's just put, where is a small block when you need one? Let me see if I'm going to be able to. Yeah, I should be able to go in there. I take chances. I probably shouldn't on this one. I probably should have done this before, but that's okay. All right, so let's go here. Let's see how. These are dots. I want the rainbows. I mean, not the rainbows, the raindrops. Here we go. Now, am I going to get that in there? Yeah. So I'm just going to go in there like so. There, it kind of worked. And then I can also do that on the inside of the card too. All right. So then this is going to come up here. See what that's why I couldn't put the rainbow up there. So, and because it's already popped up, all I have to do, that was on the back of that one. Let's just put this on. Whoops, I don't really need it right there. So right like that. And then what we can do is then we can also, and we need to definitely embellish that. Do we want to put ribbon on there, or do we want to just embellish it? Let's see. I think the iridescent rhinestones will look really pretty on here. These are such a great deal. You get 80 of them. No, 200 of them. 80. Where am I? So that's a lot. So let's go ahead and put the... There we go. See, and it picks up the colors that you're around. There we go. Okay. All right, now we have to just quickly do the inside of the card. And you know what? I've got this leftover piece, and I think what I'm going to do, I could do the leftover piece at the bottom, but I think I'm going to do it just a little bit different. So I'm going to cut this 5 inches. Oh, I have to bring in my other trimmer. So I'm just going to cut it like 1 inch, 3/4 of an inch, I think, along that side. So let me just cut 3/4 of an inch. And then cut it 5 inches, 3/4 of an inch, 5 inches. It's actually going to be 4 3/4 because this piece is there. And then I'm just going to put that along the side. And then that way, that's the way I can decorate the inside. Because you have lots of these strips, why not you just use them for decorating the inside? Also, I could have also done this on an envelope too. Right, there we go. And I think I'm going to leave the words because I don't know exactly what I want to put on there. This could even be a thank you card, right? You make me happy for everything that you do, or, you know, you make me happy for that little thing that you did. Okay, and then let's just put that, whoops, right in there like that. There we go. Awesome. So there's the card sketch. Let me say, what I did was, and I'll just show you some of the product that I used again. Don't forget to share my video. Give me the thumbs up. Really do appreciate that. So I used the Rainbow of Happiness stamp set and the dies. I used the iridescent rhinestones. Beautiful. Like I say, they were on where you couldn't order them, but they're available now. In order to make so that the rainbow popped up and also this frame popped up, I used the foam adhesive sheets. I used that fantastic free paper that I got. So pretty. And then also I used these, and this is the picture this dies, and that just made it easier for when I went and I did the sketch challenge. But like I say, you could have it where it's reversed. The other thing I could have done was on this piece here, we'll just take a quick look at this and I'll just show you that, where I could take this and I could take a piece of Bermuda Bay, or yeah, let's just take some Bermuda Bay. This one's not scored, but see where it could go this way. Then I could pop these parts up here, pop this up, and then do a sentiment in a different color if I wanted to, and pop that up as well. And then, like I say, I got a 2-for-1 deal just by cutting those 2 card fronts. So anyways, it kind of gives you an idea of what you can do with this, or use it as a shaker card or whatever. I don't know. I think whatever. Anyways, thank you for joining me on a Sunday. Sunday being kind of a different day for me, but I don't mind Sundays. So whenever I can't do a card sketch on a Saturday, I'll turn around and give it the card sketch on Sundays. So it might even be next week because it's an international stamp camp that we're doing, and we are live most of Saturday. So uh, it's kind of up in the air. I'm not too sure. So in any event, so what I'm going to do is I will, you'll get notified when I'm going to do it anyways. So now remember to put your card, when you make this card using this sketch, remember to put this, thank you. Remember to put this card onto my Facebook group, and there'll be a link. There's a link to on most of my YouTube things of where to put the thing, your card, and then you would put hashtag card sketch number 88. And by doing that, what you're going to do is you're eligible for a draw. Now, I can only give product to somebody in Canada, but if you live outside of Canada, I can send you some cards. I'd love to send you some cards. Anyways, you guys have a great day. And tomorrow I'm going to be live again at 11 o'clock Pacific time tomorrow morning. And we're going to be doing another Valentine's card. Anyways, we'll be talking to you soon. Bye for now.